Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shapeless Skyrim. My name is Tori.
My name is Tyler. Today we are going to be checking out 4 mods for a new game, and right away, let's check out mod number 1. Bam. Mod number
here we
1.
go.
Skip the opening wagon attack.
Yeah, so obviously we've all seen that intro a million times where you're riding in the wagon and
finally awake.
But no longer. If you've played the game more than once, you probably want something new, and this is a cool alternate start to the game. So right after hitting new game, you start in this cave here for your character creation. Tyler, who are we playing today?
Today we are going to be a Imperial.
Okay.
Woman.
Okay.
And our name will be Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Great. Oh, fantastic. I love that film. And it is a film. I want to make her blind, though, so she doesn't see her kung fu. She senses it from within.
This is like the sequel 30 years into the future. Home leaving warrior, because she's kicking and screaming being brought to the nursing home. I hate that you can adjust the mouth.
Yeah. Wow, Wendy's mouth really dropped. A lot of things drop as you get older. It's not typically your mouth, but Wendy she's having a weird aging process.
Let me pull up how to spell Wendy Wu.
Wait, hold on, Tyler. Let me hit you with something real quick. It's Wendy Wahoo ! Exclamation point.
So it's kind of like a Mario situation.
Wendy Wahoo! So right after you create your character, it is immediately going to ask you, who do you want to befriend while escaping Helgen? Are we going to go with the Imperials or the Stormcloaks? Wendy Wahoo is not a piece of shit, so she is going to go with the Imperials. And that is where this mod is going to take us into a very fun thing. See, you exit the Helgen cave, and it immediately is going to spit us out at what would have been where you get captured in the beginning of the game. Why am I moving so slow? Oh my god, I have arrows just all up in me.
Yes.
So you basically start off in this chaotic battle where you would have been captured and then put in the cart and brought to Helgen, but instead, I'm free. Wendy Wahoo is a carefree lady. So instead of fighting these guys, I think I'm just gonna probably steal this horse and make like a tree. Oh fuck! This doesn't seem like Todd. This is gonna crash the game for sure, isn't it? Oh fuck me!
I don't think Todd intended this to happen.
No. Oh Todd. Oh God. This is not good. This is not how Skyrim.
You know what? I'm honestly surprised it's actually kind of pulling the wagon how it should.
In playtesting, all it did was stretch the reins that connected to it, and I was like, that seems right. This is not right, but honestly, incredible that it works.
It's honestly amazing that the wheels, and everything, they tilt with where you're going, kind of. And I do say kind of.
Yeah, just a little, just ever so slightly. They're just hinting at proper physics. So now you can see we are approaching Helgen. And the fun thing about this is that Helgen remains intact. You are not going to have the dragon destruction scene and all that. I mean, everyone's here. The whole gang's here.
Oh my God, is
here.
Oh shit, he's alive.
He's alive. He's not going to get picked away by an archer this time.
Well, and maybe you can change that.
Well, I'm not going to. Let the man have it, all right? He dies every fucking time. Give him one free shot here, okay? It's a really interesting part of this mod that you kind of are rewriting the intro, where now you get to walk through Helgen, which you never get to do before it's destroyed. You get to just sit on rails, basically, and have people talk at you while you kind of look around.
You know how there's Marvel's What If?
Yeah.
This is Todd Howard's What If.
It's a really interesting way to do it, because typically an alternate start will literally just start you somewhere else. But having this being an alternate opening, I think it's a really, really cool, just a really cool thing. And you will be able to, if you read the mod description, you will be able to trigger the events in the game that you need to be triggered to get going on the main quest. But damn, this is kind of fucking cool, isn't it?
Very cool. I really like the idea of the cart getting intercepted, because then it introduces you to the Stormcloaks versus the Imperials in another way that I think is, just much more forward. It gives you the information in a more clear way right away.
Yeah, and it's also just if you've played it, you already understand the context of everything. Having a little bit of an alternative that is different from what's scripted in the game is totally fine, because you know where you need to be, you know what needs to happen, but experiencing it in a different way is always a plus. But Tyler, this is not the only mod for a new game that we have to show off today, so do you think we should get on this cart and ride it into mod number 2?
Run him over!
Can I run these boys down? No, it doesn't.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
The
God!
wagon will
Oh,
hurt
Jesus!
them.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Tori, hit Lokier. Tori, hit him.
Tyler, I refuse, okay? I've always had a huge crush on him. Oh, hey, it's that guy!
Oh, hey.
Look at that. All right. Let's see if this works, Todd. Fuck. Oh, hell.
Oh, no.
Oh, hell, I went and did it so wrong. Oh, nope, it corrected itself. Beautiful. Tyler, welcome to mod number 2. We have arrived, as you should, in the linear events of The Elder Scrolls V, Todd's special boy. We arrive at Riverwood, which brings us to mod number 2, which is right here. Tyler, what is mod number 2?
Mod number 2 is called Starter Chest Riverwood. Now, the point of this chest is, yes, there are starter chests. There are OP starter chests, and there are really basic starter chests with like just iron stuff in it. This is a healthy balance of more leveled things like glass and blades, so you can get some necessary equipment, but it's not super OP. It just gives you a fighting chance right away.
Yeah, and like you were saying, there is those ones that is like very basic iron stuff, but I think this one gives you a good healthy dose of all the stuff you're really gonna need. Some better potions, some better armors and stuff, which is going to be very good for some upcoming mods we have for today. So let's get Wendy, wahoo, Homecoming Warrior, all set up in a new fit, I think. If you're doing these alternate start stuff, you have played the game before. That early game stuff likely doesn't interest you, or I think for a large population, it's just not going to interest them. They kind of want to get into like the higher level stuff right from the get. So yeah, I think that's a really good way to go about starting a new game.
You would immediately get all iron armor and all iron equipment regardless.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
You don't really need a starter chest with it.
Now, Tyler, I think it's good that we got armored up, because I think we're going to see how tough this world can be with mod number 3.
It's a new world of Skyrim, and it's going to bring a lot of hurt, which is why we need to be ready for it. Right away, Tori?
Wendy,
so you wouldn't
wahoo,
kill
hates
Loki,
bunnies.
but you'll kill a rabbit?
I don't have a crush on rabbits. Aw, hell, Tyler. Let's get into mod number 3 before I fucking die. Tyler, you might be looking out upon this site right now and going, wow, that looks just like same old Skyrim that I've played a million times. But I assure you, it is not.
And that is because mod number 3, which is The Curse. And this mod is suggested by...
You don't have to try and pronounce that one, T. I'll give you a pass on that.
Rage Quit and Flame Caller. I'm going to give it an honest shot in case they want to hear it so they can feel better.
Sure.
Onkojenko Talo.
The Curse is a really big fucking mod.
Bigger than we can possibly describe, unless you want us to read at you for 35 minutes.
Right, because this is a very tough mod to showcase visually, so we highly, highly recommend, almost a requirement, that you go check out the mod description where everything is laid out. But basically, this mod is a massive overhaul to the systems and race perks and combat and looting of all of Skyrim. It is basically just an overhaul of all of the sort of gameplay mechanics and all of that stuff. It's massive.
It is a gameplay overhaul that you must start a new game with.
Yes, so you absolutely must.
You have to start a new game in order to use this mod. And let's start with a little bit of a rundown describing what we saw at the end of mod number 2. Mm-hmm. So now, only just now, when we have officially gotten out of combat, do you see our stamina and health begin to make some kind of recovery. It's a much slower recovery, and we're moving much slower
with
that wolf attack, because armor weighs you down significantly.
Yes, each piece of armor, I believe, adds like a hit to your movement speeds. So you have to be... Fuck me!
Whoa. That is what is in store for you with this mod.
Well, Tyler, I'm
All
not
right.
used to being scared about my safety in this game. We've gotten...
No.
we've lived a pretty cushy life for some time now, haven't we?
Oh my god, Wendy Wahoo jumped the arrow.
She did. She does have mad hops, so like she never lost that. Which is
And we're
always-
gonna need a potion.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, no, we
I
got this.
don't-
We got this one.
Yep. Nice job, Wendy. Damn, yeah, see, using that kung fu. You know the kung fu move of punch in face? It's a really good... Jackie Chan invented it, I think.
Get in the water.
Yep. Oh, God, Tyler, I hate feeling like a little infant baby boy. So helpless to the world.
Here's the main thing about this mod, the curse.
Yes.
There are different curses included. There is the curse of life. Curse disables natural health regeneration for everyone. You can only heal yourself with potions and magic. You get no regeneration whatsoever. Curse of the Mind, if you're Argonian, Khajiit, Nord, Orc, Redguard, Wood Elf, you take 25% more magic damage when your magicka's below 20%. And then same thing for the body. You take 25% more physical when your stamina's below 20%.
Which I think
There's
is... I just want to mention that I think that that's really interesting that when you are in like a more vulnerable state, when you're tired, when you're already injured, it like compounds on top of it, which like, yeah, if you're tired, shit's gonna hurt more. Like if you're already hurt, it's easier to continue to hurt you.
This is a very punishing mod. So, like,
Yes.
if you eat or drink something that doesn't have meat as an ingredient, as like a wood elf or a werewolf, you're gonna lose health. All of these curses that I'm listing have specific race attachments to them in the game.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
like, there is a larger focus on what are you going to play as. Like, if you're
Absolutely.
going to play as this race in this build, like, you're going to want to look at this list and take into all the considerations of, oh, maybe I don't want to do this kind of build. Maybe I want to do something else this time because I just have more health regeneration, which I feel like I'm going to need. Oh my god, he's relentless.
Yeah, there's no escape in this. Oh, fuck. Okay, Tyler, I'm just going to keep on going.
So
that's Todd. You did it. You did it.
That's
It's
how fish work.
It's an airfish, Todd. Your creation is beautiful.
As an Imperial, here's what affects us. It is the curse of war. Your magicka and stamina.
fuck me! Tyler, I
regenerate
can't
slower.
run!
Yep, because, like I was just saying, your magicka and stamina regenerate much slower in combat because you're an Imperial.
Yeah, and my
Oh,
health
boy.
doesn't regenerate. Like, health just straight up doesn't regenerate now, so, like, fuck. I better start popping some juice in these veins, you know what I mean?
And now we got to get into fatigue, which is what you're actively seeing Tori go through right now. So each piece of armor gives you a penalty in stamina. Spells cost more magicka if you're using armor and not magical robes. Actions like attacking and swimming, which we were just doing a lot of, cost
Son
stamina.
of a bitch!
Skeever Alpha.
I didn't know that they were part of the
I think
Manaverse.
you can take them. I think you can take them, Tori.
All right, I'll try it. I'll go for it.
Just to get out of combat.
The thing's gonna give me like fucking rattle bones or whatever Todd calls its diseases.
Yeah. But look at how much that drained your stamina. It's no longer just power attacks that do it. It's any and all attacks. So yeah, if you weren't blocking before, which Tori has unlearned.
Yeah, I just
Suck.
learned to just go in and swing, and everything's a one-hit kill, and nothing can hurt me. But now, oh my goodness, this adds such a punishing element to the game that I think a lot of people are going to be wicked into.
Yes. And leveling up means a lot now because you get
Yeah.
a +5, +2 carry weight for each level. For every 100 points you have in stamina, you gain 5% physical resistance to attacks. So you're going to start out really weak, but as you progress along the game,
Son
you
of
are
a
going to be...
bitch.
Son of a bitch. Magicka is you get +5 per level. For every 100 points in Magicka, you gain 5 magic resistance. Health exact same thing, +5 per level. And now, because, this is a mod called The Curse, here's some more damage that you're going to get. When you become injured, you do less damage, you move slower, and you regen less stamina. You are hungry, you are thirsty, you have to take care of yourself. So it combines that survival mode aspect.
Yeah, so it's great to play tagging along with survival mode, which comes with Anniversary Edition, obviously. And I think a lot of people, because of Anniversary Edition, are going to be starting new games. Holy shit, if you're looking for a different experience in Skyrim, I mean, even playing without mods, or if I'm doing like a regular run through of the game, not for the show, this is 10 times more punishing already, just from the get. So if you want to pair this with survival mode, I think you're going to experience Skyrim in a way you have never seen before, which is really interesting and also a pain in my ass. Bitch.
I want to
get this thing my farts, goat boy.
I don't think we're going to... I'm sorry, what? Huff my farts, goat boy?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I want to talk about specifically is dragons. We're not going to get to it in this episode, but I think it's really important to talk about because it's going to be a big part of this game, right? When you kill a dragon, you get really good resources. So before killing dragons was like, it's fun, I get a soul, but like that's about it. You are going to get dragon meat, which provides hunger, like complete like quenching hunger and thirst for 2 hours. You can use dragon blood to craft new equipment in the game, which is based on dragon runes. So you get all of these like runes to create these dragon forged equipment, which is so much more powerful than anything else you are going to get in the base game. So on top of survival, on top of health, on top of punishments and race-based things and all of that stuff, there's still crafting differences now. Like dragons enter the game as like a valuable thing where you're like, I can just skip that fight. You're like, it might suck, but I want to do this fight because it will help me with everything else in the game.
Right, it's going to be a lot harder just because of all of the curses and stuff, but actually taking the main draw of Skyrim, which is that the dragons are back, right? That is the premise, the MacGuffin of the entire fucking game, is that they are back. Now using dragons to be even more intense in the crafting and with all of these curses, if you want to offset the curses, you have to fight dragons. You have to get the dragon meat. You want to use the dragon blood as a crafting material. It just makes them a much more integral part of this game that is now much more difficult, which I think is something that no other overhaul that I've seen has ever done something like that, where it's like this mechanic actually is even more necessary now. So you don't want to fight that dragon? Well, you're the Dragonborn. You fucking better if you want to survive.
This mod takes place over an entire game. So try it out with a new game because I think it'll alleviate your kind of like mod fatigue of like, I've seen these mods, I've done these mods. Yep. Why not just play base Skyrim with this and give yourself the most wicked challenge in a new way to appreciate the game?
Yeah. And just ending note before we fade to black here, Tyler. It's actually called Todd Fatigue. Now, with the curse introduced to our game, making it much more difficult and having those special bonuses and like doing your general hygienic upkeep being much more important, I think mod number 4 is going to be a great companion as you're starting a new game here in Skyrim.
Mod number 4 is called Whiterun Starter Player Home. And like Tori said, now more than ever, it is important to have a solid base of operations.
Yes, absolutely. And Whiterun being the first major city that you come across right at the beginning of the game, there's no better place to have it. So right on the outskirts here, you don't even have to go into the city. And the best of all, you don't have to pay for it. You can come into these doors right here, and you got yourself a nice little starter home that has all of the basics that you need here. You can rest and get those bonuses. You can craft potions, craft food, create armor. It's got a little bit of everything for you.
Smithing, cooking are probably the most important things with the curse being implemented in this playthrough. So it is vital to have some place to stay. Like, sure, you can use the inns, but inns don't have, crafters or anything. So if you want something that's a little bit friendly this is it.
With the curse making the game more difficult, you're not going to get money as fast because it's going to take you longer and longer to do each of the tasks that make you money, the quests and the fighting and the looting and all that kind of stuff. So having a free home just to get, you can eventually move into Breeze Home and do all that kind of stuff. But I think starting the game where you have a place to go rest that you don't have to pay for, I think that's a great thing.
On top of that being a bonus, it's also just a visual bonus of like, it's a little bit nice, but it's got that kind of rough look of like, yeah, this is not like a real home. Like, this is a barracks.
Yeah, this ain't your parents' home. This is a Gen Z home because it's all you can afford.
This is your single bedroom apartment that you can afford, and it sucks.
That you can afford, but only just. Well, Tyler, there we go. That is 4 mods for players who maybe picked up Anniversary Edition and they're looking to start a new game and figure out how to make it just that little bit different. But I do also want to mention that we have shown off other alternate start mods and other new game mods, so you can go check out those episodes for even more inspiration, #inspiration, into how to make Todd's creation just that much better, that much more unique for this playthrough.
Check out our inspiration Pinterest board, where you can get lots of good, inspiring quotes, maybe some good JPEGs of some inspiring things, like men wearing sunglasses telling you to become the alpha.
Right, a lot of that.
Very inspiring things. But hey, we also have a Discord that you can check out.
Yeah, that's a great place actually to suggest mods that you want to see on the show. Like the curse was suggested by like 3 or 4 people. So if you have a mod that you're like, oh, these funny boys got to check this out, well, go over to our Discord or you can drop a comment right here under this video.
And we would also ask you suggest podcast topics because we do a podcast every single Friday. It's called Baseless Claims. And if you like the back and forth of this show, like when we do our little funny bits, it's all funny bits. So
it's all
maybe you'll
funny
like
bits. It's just mostly funny bits. So
you'll
check that
kill
out.
a farmer, but not Lokier.
I told you, Lokier's hot, farmer's not.
I don't feel bad for having sex with your mother anymore.